My name is Manu, Kalia. I'm a physical therapist and an Ayurvedic herbalist. Ayurveda is East Indian holistic medical system. It's been practiced throughout India and Southeast Asia for the last 5,000 plus years. I practice integrative medicine, and today's lecture is going to be on proper lifting mechanics and body mechanics to prevent low back injuries. 80% of the population suffers from low back problems. So whether it's injury to the discs, the joints, and the nerves, we want to prevent these problems, and so we're going to go over lifting mechanics. We're going to start with a step-by-step process, and I'm going to guide you through the squatting mechanics first, and we're going to do some lifting. And we're going to use this stick here for that. Now, as long as the stick is touching my head, my spine, and my butt, I reduce the chances of injury. So, because it keeps my back straight. Okay? So, step number one is hinging at your hips. This is hinging at your hips. If I bend at my back, the stick goes away from my back. Right? I increase the chance of injury to my back because I'm hinging at my low back now. So, hinge at your hips. Step number two, I bend at my knees. My back is straight and the load is on my legs, on my big muscles. Alright? I can bend my knees, even though, and it's important to bend your knees and lift, but if I bend my knees, but I still bend at my low back, I can still get in trouble. So you have to follow both of those steps in order to accomplish the task properly. So let's go through it again. Step number one, hinge at your hips, bend at your knees. So now my back is straight. I'm in a good solid position for lifting. So what you want to do is you want to think about sumo wrestlers and football linemen. What position are they in always? They're always in this solid position. Okay? So now let's go over the actual lifting mechanics. So we're going to use this box right here. Step number one, always close to the object. Okay? Closer the object is to me, less load on my spine. So I walk right up to the object. I don't start out here and try to lift this, because I'll be forced to bend at my back. I'm going to get in trouble. So I walk right up to the object, wide base of support. So feet are shoulder width or even a little further apart. Now I'm in a solid position. Remember we talked about squatting like a sumo wrestler, right? So wide base of support. I hinge at my hips again, and I bend at my knees. I can look down while I'm grasping the object. Once I get this, look up. Where your head goes, your spine will follow. Just like riding a motorcycle. You turn your head, and that's where the direction the motorcycle is going to go to. So I grab the object, I straighten out my head, straightens out my back, and I go straight up. Push with my legs as I come up. The object stayed close to my body. Okay? So once again, step number one, I have to get close to the object. Wide base of support. I'm right over the object almost. And you don't have to do it in a two-step process. Once you get the mechanics down, I don't have to do this and then go down in this position. Once I have it down, I can go straight down into that position. Okay? And I grab the object, lift my head up, and I push straight up. Okay? The other thing you want to keep in mind is this. You never ever, you want to lift, twist, and place this out here. So if you think about your core spine, you're torquing it, you're rotating it. You're bent forward, you're lifting something heavy, and you're torquing it, placing it out here. So it's not just picking it up from the ground and placing it out here. It's also, even if I grab something waist height and I try to rotate it and twist and put it out here, I've broken all those rules. Number one, the object is too far away from me. Right? Number two, my back is twisting. Back is not straight. So you'll make sure you pick up something, walk up to it, take that one extra step. So your pelvis and the hips are pointing in the direction that you're going to go. And you're going to put the object down. Okay? So, in terms of practicing this, remember, practice makes perfect. So, broomsticks work great at home. So you grab onto your broomstick, place the broomstick behind your head, right? This is to prevent. So, you can watch the video, but unless you practice this, you will never get a hang of what position is my body in when I squat down and get in that position? Is my back straight? Is the stick going away from me? What am I doing? So look at yourself in a mirror, in a long mirror maybe. Yeah? So grab onto the broomstick, one hand here, one back here, and just work on squatting. Just get used to those mechanics. After you get better at that, you get rid of the stick, and then you can work on placing an object and going over those mechanics too. Okay? So now you got to keep in mind that if you have low back problems, disc injuries, joint injuries, arthritic problems, any kind of low back pain, hip pain, knee problems, even ankle for that matter, okay? You don't want to practice these things, okay? I'm going to say this again. If you have low back problems, hip problems, knee problems, ankle problems, you got pain, and you don't want to practice these things. You want to make sure you see your doctor or your physical therapist to address the problem first. Get those things addressed before you decide to practice this. So for example, if I got a knee problem and I decide to start doing all this squatting, you're going to piss off that knee. Okay? So make sure you get that addressed. Check out by your physician and your physical therapist. Get that addressed first, and then you work at practicing. So those of you who don't, and it's just you want to learn the proper mechanics, you can use this simple tool. Okay? So I hope you found this lecture useful, and if you want more information on health and wellness, you can check out my website. It's Ayurvedic, AYURVEDIC-Oakland.com, and I hope you practice what you learned today. Thank you.